Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Hello there, it's Saturday and it's 10 to 5. I've had a bit of a quiet day today, didn't feel too good, bit rough. I'm feeling a bit better now. I sound a bit croaky, I know, but it's just me trying to clear. I've got a lovely bright image on the side of my face, which looks kind of cool, as if it's the beautifulest day in the world. Well, technically, we have got blue sky, but it is cold. It is very cold, and I don't do good in cold. Although, not long ago, we decided to have a quick walk down to the co-op and get a few items. So at least I've been able to get a bit of fresh air today. Other than that, haven't done a lot. I've just been watching the football scores come in. Liverpool won again, 4-1 against Cardiff, so that's a good result, and it takes us to the top of the league. Last night, after I'd finished doing my video, I decided to retire upstairs with my laptop, and I watched a couple of football matches, followed by a film I haven't seen for a very long time, and I still think it's a classic horror film, no matter what anybody says, and that's Child's Play, with the fantastic Brad Dourif, because, to be honest with you, that guy, if he's in somewhere, it's good. And it was really funny to watch, actually, because I remembered the film, but I couldn't quite remember how the story went, the plot, you know. And to watch it last night, sitting there just watching it, I was like, wow, I cannot believe that I remember this when it came out. And I do like the Chucky films. I think they're a good set of horror films. Don't get me wrong, they're very cheesy and very corny, but they're still what the 80s and 90s was about for horror films. I mean, not long ago, I watched all the entire 10 Friday the 13th. I've also watched all the Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to work my way through the Chuckies now, and then I'm going to do Halloween, because it gives me something I can just chill out to, you know, because I can chill out to them sort of films, weird as that may sound. Spoke to my friend Sarah earlier on in Leicester. Her job's going really, really well, and she's happy. She's really, really happy. And she actually, excuse me, she actually thanked me, excuse me again, I have to get myself hydrated. She actually thanked me for ringing her mum on her birthday, because it made her day. Well, we see her mum as our mum, you know, so we are that close as friends. We really are that close. And I thought to myself, I wonder how many people actually go through that, where just a phone call can make all the difference to someone. You know, you don't have to go over there if you can't get over there. I mean, they live in Leicester, we live in Blackpool. It's the equivalent of about probably 200 miles. Not that is in kilometres, I don't know. About 200 miles. So you think about it, we can't get down there, but it doesn't cost anything to pick a phone call, to pick a phone up, ring them, and say hello. And I think that's the problem nowadays, you see. We're not wanting to do that with relatives and friends. We're more wanting to go on the internet and send them messages. But there's nothing better than hearing someone's voice. I'm sorry, but there isn't. I mean, yes, obviously, come birthday and Christmas, you get your presents, you get your cards. But if somebody rings me to wish me Merry Christmas, I'm over the moon. You know, I couldn't be happier. I think it's absolutely fantastic, because it's that interaction that can make a person go from feeling low to feeling really good. When I was when I had my anxiety at its worst, I didn't want anybody to get in touch with me. I didn't at all. If people rung me, I would look see who it was, and if I didn't want to talk to them, I would not talk to them. And now I'm sort of not coming out of that exactly, but now I'm appreciating the fact that people were concerned, whereas before I thought they were being intrusive, because of the frame of mind I was in and the mood I was in, whereas now I can see that a lot of the time they were being concerned. I mean, my mum was literally ringing me every single day, you know, just to find out how I was, because she was worried about me. She was worried about my anxiety. She was worried about my depression. She didn't know how, you know, she'd never had any experienced anything like that before, so to her it was a foreign condition, you know, she didn't have a clue. And I think, like I say, but unfortunately, people don't communicate like they used to. Whereas sending texts and going on the internet, it's not the same as hearing somebody's voice. You know, when you hear somebody's voice, you can picture that person, you know, because if you know them, like obviously my mum, my friends down in Leicester who I've met, my friends down in Stoke, Ian and Pauline who I've met, etc., then it means more. than just sending somebody a text message that just says hello. You know, it's a bit generic, really, isn't it? Anyway, I saw some news today, which I'm sorry, but people need to get a serious grip, right? And I am having a go here. I am having a serious go. When I was brought up, there was such a thing as fairy tales. And what fairy tales are, it's in the title. They are made up. They are stories, right? They are not real. I never grew up thinking they were real. And now we've got to the stage where every single thing that I've ever watched growing up is being analysed and torn to bits to find out if it's sexist, racist, if it isn't a fair representation of a programme. Get a bloody life. I'm sorry, but get a bloody life. I could turn round and say, well, I'm going to complain about Scooby-Doo because that Scooby-Doo, he nearly talks in that. And not many dogs can talk, so that isn't a fair representation. I mean, come on. These are cartoons. These are kids' shows. These are Disney films and stuff you're tearing apart here. And you're tearing them apart all because as an adult, bear in mind, not as a child, as an adult, you don't think they are suitable for your children or as a representation of life. They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. So are you telling me The Little Mermaid is based on reality? That a woman is going to come out of the ocean and grow legs just so she can We know they're fairy tales. And kids know, well, they get to know what is real and what isn't real. I didn't grow up thinking Battle of the Planets was real. I didn't go out looking for bloody the Thunderbirds because I knew they were not real. They were made up. I didn't need my mum to show me that they were not made up. And I didn't need my mum to complain to people that they were not made up. Sorry, this is a massive, massive bugbear of mine. And it's getting worse every single day. Because now, Apu, I think his name is, out of The Simpsons, they're axing the character because he is not a fair representation of modern, what did he say, Indian shopkeepers. It is a satirical cartoon. You've got a cartoon there where a baby that was a baby 20 odd years ago is still a baby. But they keep her in. Nobody complains about that. But the minute you start misrepresenting a race, oh dear, 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 that's not good. That's not good. You imagine the comedians I grew up with, people like Jim Davidson, who used to do Chalky, where he used to talk like that, you know. And everybody used to laugh because it was funny. We were thick-skinned then. We didn't get offended. I mean, I'm disabled, right? I'm disabled. But I've heard people do jokes about disabled people. I've heard some right twisty jokes about disabled people. Doesn't make me pull into my shell and start protesting about it on the internet. More serious things, mate, I'll tell you that now. You think about what's happening in Lancashire at the moment. What's happening in Lancashire at the moment? Fracking that's causing earthquakes. And I don't mean tremors, I mean earthquakes. These are registering as earthquakes. You know? And they're having to stop fracking for 16 to 20 hours. That's serious. The plastic in the oceans that's going to wipe out, most of the bloody wildlife. That's serious. The destruction of the planet. That's serious. Cartoons not being a fair representation of modern life. That's crap. I'm sorry, but that is nothing. And if you think that is the most important thing in your life, you need to get a life. Rant over. Thank you for indulging. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing tonight yet. I know I'm definitely going to go upstairs again and watch some more TV. I'm going to take my football because I cannot be bothered to stay downstairs. I think I'm going to have a night of sitting upstairs with my water bottle. I know I'm a wuss, I don't care. But the cold really, really affects me. It really does. It wipes me out. And I did some housework today I wasn't supposed to do because I got a rollicking for doing it. But I still feel good for doing it. I got told off for doing it and I wasn't supposed to do it, but I still did it. But that's just me. I can't sit back and watch somebody do everything for me. I can't. It's not in me. I could use that as an excuse, don't get me wrong. I could sit on my backside all day and say, well, because of my condition, I can't do anything. So I'm not. But, nah, that's too easy, mate. I might as well curl up in a ball if I'm going to do that and just give up. And that ain't me. Right. The surprise I'm going to do in the next, I'll start it tomorrow actually, the 28th, 29th, 30th and 31st. I'm actually going to do, I think, if I can make it, I'm actually going to do parts of a short story. And I'm going to read a part out each night. and it's a Halloween story. It will be a Halloween story, should I say. And I'm going to basically do, not much, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be a massive story, it's just going to be a nice, simple little story if I can write it. I've got it in my head at the moment, but whether I can transfer it to paper, I don't know. But that's the surprise. And I thought I'd tell you about it now, so that if you don't want to know anything about it from now on, you don't need to tune in, do you? And if you do, you know, you might be able to follow it. Hopefully it'll make you go, come on, next. But you never know. Anyway, that's it for tonight. You all take care. A big hello from Blackpool, even though it's absolutely freezing cold at the moment. Although I will get people I know moaning and saying, oh, we have minus 27. It's cold for me. It's cold for me. It might not be cold for you, but it's cold for me. It's about 3 degrees, which is cold for me. That's all I need to know. Bye for now. You all take care, folks.
If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.